No, excited. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, just looking forward to get out there and trying to perform. I know I've been playing well most of this season, and fingers crossed I'll do the same tomorrow.
Last time you came here, you obviously came close but lost out. Can you take anything from the last time you were here on finals night?
Yeah, probably don't take anything for granted because I felt like I was favourite for that, and I deserved to win. But it's all on the night. Doesn't matter how well you played leading up to the finals. You need to perform in the semi and the final. In the O2. So yeah, I need to be fully focused in both games, and I'm fully focused on the first game tomorrow. Fingers crossed I'll come through that one, and then concentrate on the final as well.
Obviously, playing Luke Littler, it could have been Luke Humphreys, but throwing away a really good lead last week in Sheffield. Is that playing in your mind at all that you could have been third and not fourth in the table?
No, I wanted to be fourth. I wanted a break. Before the final, just to chill out. So for me, I wanted to win last week, but if I didn't, I'd prefer to finish fourth. So it was a blessing in disguise.
Look, we know that you're threatening something brilliant again. The big averages are there. It's just that minuscule away. Do you think tomorrow could be the catalyst for what could be an incredible year if it all goes well?
Yeah, definitely. But it's all on tomorrow night. I'm not worried about the rest of the year. It's just fully focused on my first game tomorrow, and then if I get through that one, look forward to the final. But yeah, it doesn't matter how well you played or if you play rubbish the rest of the year. Just tomorrow night is my main focus.
In January, when the lineup was announced, you and Nathan got a lot of criticism for being included, and you two both here on finals night. Is that nice to stick a finger up at everyone that said you shouldn't have been in?
No. I think people deserve to doubt the fact that me and Nathan should have been in. I wasn't in the best of form. Nathan wasn't either. But I'm just glad that I proved to myself that I've still got the game in me, and when I'm positive and I'm in the right frame of mind, that I can beat anyone and I can still play to the high standards that I know I can. But yeah, on the other hand, me and Nathan, the doubters said that we shouldn't be in there, and we could be the two that are in the final.
Cheers, Desi, thank you.
No worries.
Hi, Gezi. Do you actually relish those big matches against Luke? Because it seems as though there aren't many people that particularly enjoy playing them. Do you?
It's not the fact of playing Luke Littler. I just relish the big games. It doesn't matter who you're playing. I need that added pressure. I need that added energy, and the feeling of the big games, the big semi-finals, the big finals, and that's when I find my best stuff, and that's when I seem to perform. So yeah, I know I'll be fully focused tomorrow, and I will be giving 110%, and I will perform better tomorrow night than I have all the way through this Premier League.
Is that maybe the difference between this year's Premier League and previous years? You've been able to get yourself up for those big occasions, and that's what's got you here to the O2?
Yeah, possibly, but even in this Premier League, midway through, I'd sort of slipped up and dropped off a little bit. I lost 5 weeks on a bounce first game, and sort of those little lulls in between are not very good. But when it comes to finals and games where I'm under the ultimate pressure, that's when I find my best form. So I just had to make the finals, whether it was number 1, 2, 3 or 4, and I know I'd be in with a great chance of winning it, and I will be in a good position tomorrow.
You've alluded to the fact that you're pretty happy with your form generally, and you sort of think that you're on the edge of that next big burst. Could big performance and potentially a win tomorrow night be the catalyst you need for a cracking end to the year and to get that next run going?
Yeah, well, like I said, I need these big games to get me focused, and if it's a first round of a Pro Tour or a European, sometimes I haven't got the urgency and I haven't got the will sometimes, but when it comes to these big games and the big occasions with big crowds, I know I'll turn up.
Thank you. Gezi, what's the mindset like coming back here compared to 2 years ago? Because it feels like a lot's changed in terms of the crowd perception and your own sort of approach to the Premier League.
Yeah, it's been brilliant this year. Every venue really that I've been to, or at least 90% of them, they've all shown me great support and been right behind me, and I've showed on the stage as well. I've been hitting 9 darters, winning nights and performing really well, and fingers crossed I'll get the same reception tomorrow.
Luke's obviously defending champion and title favourite for tomorrow. Do you feel like all the pressure is on Luke?
Possibly, maybe you should ask him that, but I don't feel any pressure at all. That's a good thing over the last couple of years, whether it's semi-finals, finals, big majors. I don't really feel the pressure, but I can seem to get myself ready for these big games though.